Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Clone fragrances. They come in all different shapes and sizes and price points. And some people would say that you can find even niche clones. And by that I mean niche fragrances that are cloning another typically niche fragrance. Or designer clones. Things like, I don't know, Mont Blanc Explorer that smells like Creed Aventus. But today we're talking about clones. You know, Armaf. Stuff like that. But more specifically, we're talking about clone fragrances that are worth every penny, typically because they're not all that expensive, but they do a killer, amazing job at cloning or copying or being inspired by a much more expensive fragrance. So 10 clone scents that are worth every single penny. I'll have these all linked in the description below, so feel free to check them out down there. And if you would like some codes, here are some codes to save you some money at a bunch of different websites. And if you're looking for clone fragrances, triple traders, we got a bunch of them. All right, let's kick things off with a 2-for-1 deal. So 2 fragrances, but it only counts as 1 entry in the list. They are both from Montaigne Parfums. We have Torino 2021 over here and Tiger Cologne over here. So I recently got a haul of 6 fragrances from this house. They're actually all really solid. So Torino 2021, this one is a clone of Torino 21. They didn't even remotely try to change the name or anything with this one. To be fair, they didn't on this either because this is a clone of Bulgari's Tiger. So they got that naming convention down, don't they? Some clone houses will do names that are completely removed and different from the fragrance they're cloning. Other clone houses say, heck with it. Just use their name, who cares, man? So Torino 21 from Xtreme is a favorite spring and summertime fragrance of mine, and this does a great job of emulating that. It does, though, have a boost of mint as compared to Torino 21. Torino 21 does have mint, of course, but the mint in here, especially off the top, explosive almost, just a ton of mint. Very green, fresh, enlivening, a perfect spring and summertime scent. Really nice quality, and each one of these is 40 bucks for a 50 ml size bottle, so pretty good price. And then Tiger Cologne, Bulgari Tiger, yeah, it's very close, this one. Whew, smells awesome. The grapefruit off the top in this one is killer, smells fantastic. So both of these really nice, and I myself actually want to get a lot more from the house, from the brand, if you want to call it that, because I was really impressed with the ones that I picked up, and these 2 really stand out. Hey friends, it's me, Ash from the future. So Montaigne Parfums, they saw the haul video that I did, and they gave me a code to give you guys, but it was well after I shot the video you're watching right now. So I'm gonna put the code in this video since it makes sense because, yeah. So the code is Gents. It'll get you 15% off your order at Montaigne Parfums website, and it runs through the 20th. I get no kickback from this code, so, but if you want anything from the website, 15% off, use the code Gents. Again, it's good through the 20th. Back to the video. Let's see what next. After that one, how about Sapil's Bound? You can find this for under $20 online. It is a clone of Armani Code Profumo, which is even better because Profumo is now, Code Profumo is up in heaven. By Code Profumo. Discontinued. So yeah, Bound becomes more appealing then if it's becoming more difficult to find the fragrance that it is cloning. Because a lot of times with designer clones, it has to make sense, right? You don't want to buy a clone fragrance if you can get the original for like $35 or $40 at a discounter. At that point, just buy the real thing. But if the fragrance is discontinued or very difficult to find or expensive even at discounters, at that point it makes sense to have a clone of it, at least in my opinion. So this one being really cheap, Code Profumo being more expensive and getting a little more difficult to find as time goes on, yeah, and it does a very good job at getting that Code Profumo DNA down. So you're gonna get that sweetness, you're gonna get that compliment factor, that warmth, and also pretty good performance overall. Bottle is ugly, really cheap looking, but it's also under 20 bucks. So I mean, it is cheap. It's cheap looking, but it is cheap. Now this one has been talked about a lot, and for good reason, but I still think it's worth every penny. It is Assad from Lattafa. So this is a clone of Sauvage Elixir, which Sauvage Elixir, ultra popular, also ultra expensive as far as designer fragrances go. Get really good performance here, gets quite close to Sauvage Elixir, especially in the air. Yes, give this one a little spray. Yeah, it's got that classically masculine scent profile to it. It does have a pretty good punch, maybe not quite as strong as Sauvage Elixir is, but still a really good buy overall. This is probably one of the more popular, more hyped clone fragrances over the past year or so, but it's for good reason. This is very solid. Let's go with another hype beast, Club de Nuit Untold from Armaf. Now this is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540, and you can find a number of BR 540 clones that are cheaper than this one. Actually, you can just find a whole mess load of BR 540 clones, period. They're everywhere. But this is going to be one of the best ones on the market. So even though it is a little bit pricier than some of the others, you do get a little better quality with this one. Just about broke my elbow, that's cool. I do like the color scheme that they did on this as compared to some of the other Club de Nuit fragrances. And I will say that there are a lot of other Club de Nuit fragrances that could be in this list, so this can kind of be a placeholder for your Club de Nuit of choice. So Club de Nuit Intense, that is Aventus. Club de Nuit Sillage, that is Silver Mountain Water. Club de Nuit Milestone, that's Millesime Imperial. Then you've got Untold, you have Elixir. There are a number of Club de Nuits that are good enough to be in here. So Untold, even though that's the one being highlighted, and it's a great BR 540 alternative, Baccarat Rouge 540, you can kind of put your Club de Nuit of choice right there, if it makes you feel better. And to be fair, with all those other BR 540 clones out there, a bunch of those are worth every penny as well. And they range in price from like $15 up to some clones climbing up to 70, 80. Talking about BR 540 specifically with those price points, but yeah. Let's go with another Armaf next. This one, Magnificent Blue, or Magnificent Blue Pour Homme. So this is another Sauvage clone, but it is not Sauvage Elixir. It's also not Sauvage Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum or Parfum even. You can find this for under $30. I bought mine from Joma shop. I think it was like 27, 28, something like that. So this is essentially a fresher Sauvage. So think about that for a second. Ah, yes. It is a Dior Sauvage Very Cool Spray clone, only with a traditional atomizer, which to me is very cool. Eh? No? Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was like a dad joke. It gives you that versatility of Sauvage EDT, but with the fresher scent profile overall. So it makes it easier to pull off. It's gonna be a little warmer where you're going. It smells really pleasant, very nice, easy going. And another thing that makes it a little more appealing is Sauvage Very Cool Spray discontinued. So it's great to have this alternative available. Another hype beast, Comra, up next from Lattafa. This is a clone of Angel Share by Kilian. And there are a number of Angel Share clones out there, and they do keep popping up. There's gonna be more coming in the near future, I guarantee you, because there's a market for it. People want them. This is the first one that really set things off in a big way though, as far as Angel Share alternatives or dupes are concerned, and it is a darn good one. It's got a lot of sweetness to it. There are a lot of people out there that actually prefer this over Angel Share. It's got that booziness, touch of spice, wonderful fragrance, really nice presentation as well. One of those ones where you can tell what they're doing here. They're very obviously copying the look. But Comra, I would say, probably the first place I would point anybody to if they're looking for an Angel Share clone at this point. It does have a propensity to sell out. So I know Fragrance Buy will get them in stock and they'll sell out there, and Triple Traders will have it in stock sometimes, sells out there. So you can check both, but yeah. Angel Share, Comra. Now I got this one in recently. It is called Rich Man Aqua. Rich Man Aqua. Quite a name. This is from Cyrus Parfums, and in case you can't tell by the look of the bottle here, the frosted glass kind of design, this is a clone of Invictus Aqua 2016, which Invictus Aqua at this point, just period, getting much more difficult to find, let alone the 2016 iteration. You find that on eBay or something, you're gonna be paying out the nose, I'm sure. I haven't actually checked the price in a while. Let me do that. Invictus Aqua 2016. So Invictus Aqua 2016 on eBay, let's see. Just a bottle by itself. Cheapest one, as of this video, looks like 230. And there are people asking 350, 500, 400, 380, 500, 600. Ooh. So there you go. Invictus Aqua 2016. Freaking expensive. Cheapest is 230. And that is for a bottle with no box that is used. Nice. This smells stupid close to Invictus Aqua 2016. Only way cheaper. Way cheaper. Yes, the bottle is uglier. Yes, the bottle looks cheaper. But if you're looking for Invictus Aqua 2016, this is a great option for you. And there are other alternatives to Invictus Aqua 2016. Legend Spirit from Mont Blanc and Hawas from Rasasi. But this is, I believe, the cheapest of them all. And I actually got this at the same time as that one. It is Supreme Lhomme Xtreme. This is from Fragrance World, and just look at that bottle. Like, it's very obvious what they're doing. But it's another one that's a great alternative to a fragrance that is sometimes difficult to find in the US and typically is not marked off that much at discounters. So while you can still find, Lhomme Xtreme is one that you can find at discounters. It does sell out from time to time, but it's been in stock more often here lately, but it's still going to be always much more expensive than this one. And this is a great alternative. It really gets close to nailing it 100%. You get that sweetness, you get the plum, the tobacco, everything right here. So if you're looking for a Lhomme Xtreme alternative, Supreme Lhomme Xtreme. Guys, the next two, the two that we're ending with, are fire, just awesome. They are right up toward the top of best clones right now. They're like up there with Comra and the other hype monsters. This one, Jean Lo Immortal from Maison Alhambra. Obviously a clone of Louis Vuitton, and the Louis Vuitton in question is L'immensity. That's I'm sticking with that. L'immensity. This is just spot on. I probably don't need to tell you, but Louis Vuitton is expensive. Like everything. Everything that they do is expensive. They could do men's butt wipes and they would probably sell them for like $200 per pack. And it would come with like the little LV pattern and everything. Wow, actually that's a pretty good idea. Louis Vuitton, hit me up. We've got some great merchandise ideas for you. But yeah, their fragrances are expensive. They smell great, but they're expensive. This gets absurdly close to the Louis Vuitton for a little over 10% the cost. The problem with this one is that people are keen on it. It sells out. As of this video, it's sold out at Fragrance Buy. I don't think Triple Traders has it. I don't think Joma Shop has it. So it's like, yeah. But when it's in stock, scoop it up. Spring and summertime, this is fan-freaking-tastic. Fragrance Buy even had a thing on their website, which they do from time to time, but it was like strict limit of 5. I guess people reselling them or something, I don't know. Can't imagine too many people being like, I need 25 bottles of Immortal. I'm going to drink a bottle every day. I'm like, why do you need that? Why do you have to have a strict limit of 5 unless you're reselling, I guess? Can't imagine that many people just, you know, I'll take your entire stock, all of it. Last but not least is from the Woods collection, and it is Dusk. That's a good one. Get this little guy spray. Magnetic cap, yes. A good one too. Whew. It's a clone of Leighton from Parfum de Marly. So you know what you're in for, you know, the vanilla, cardamom, apple, freaking awesome. Yeah, that is great. Leighton is another fragrance that has a lot of clones out there, both cheaper and more expensive. I think best bang for your buck though is this one. The quality of this is higher than Detour Noir. You get more of it than Amber Oud Blue Exclusive, and it costs less than Blue Exclusive as well. So it's just across the board, that is a winner. It's another one that does sell out from time to time. These last two both, you know, they're not always in stock, but this, as of right now, I would say is probably the best Leighton clone, bang for your buck wise. So there we go, 10 different fragrances, technically 11 I guess, that are worth every penny. These are great clones. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.